Here at New Trier High School, we have a reputation for being predominantly white. People think that we all act, look, and dress the same.
When I think of New Trier High School, I think of rich white kids and vineyard vines, and
we all drive Jeeps and Range Rovers and expensive everything.
While of course stereotypes are exaggerated and oftentimes false, it's not hard to see where the stereotype comes from, considering 83% of New Trier students are white and only 1% black. Because of this, race seems to be an especially touchy subject here at New Trier. At a school that encourages diversity and awareness and equality, why are we hiring mostly white teachers? Shouldn't administration be practicing what they preach? A statistic from New Trier Report Card 2009, released by the state of Illinois, reported that the overwhelming majority of our teachers are white, while a minuscule 0.9% being black. Diversity in a student body is not something that can be directly controlled by the administration, but hiring is. I was unsure how the process took place and who was behind it. After asking around, I found someone who might have a few answers for me.
My name is George Sanders. I'm the Director of Human Resources.
Could you tell me a little bit, what is the hiring process at New Trier? How does New Trier High School go about hiring their teachers and administration?
Sure, absolutely. So the way we hire faculty and staff is fairly similar. It starts by determining that there's a job required. There's a vacancy or a job opening. Those occur because either we're growing or someone is resigning or retiring for the most part. And once we've identified a position that we need to replace, we create a job description, modify an existing job description mostly, and then we create a job posting. And the job posting we put on a software program called Applitrack.
Is the issue more so that there are few black educators, or do you think New Trier's reputation could make some potential applicants of color maybe wary or afraid of applying almost?
So, there's something about the culture of an institution, about the way a person feels when they work here that's really important. I mean, our black educators that work here are our greatest emissaries, but they're also going to tell the truth. So if there are issues that we have in terms of creating a safe climate, a comfortable climate, you name it, the coming into this community as a person of color, how do you feel? Until we balance that, the environment, the culture, with our recruiting efforts, you run into that typical problem of maybe you can find somebody, but once they get here, it's really not what they expected and not what they want.
All right, and now we are rolling.
All right, are we good now? Take 3. All right, everything good?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me. Could you tell me a little bit about your position here at New Trier, how long you've been working here, and how you got your job?
Sure, Piper. This is my 9th year at New Trier, and I've had the opportunity to teach both Latin in the Modern and Classical Languages Department and Social Studies. When I looked at the questions, and the question that you're asking me is during the 9 years that I've been here, I would say for the most part no, that my colleagues, students, and I feel comfortable, dealing or kind of talking or discussing issues of race. But I think depending on the relationship I have with either a colleague or student, there is some concern, and even some of my colleagues have come up to me and inquired, how does it feel? What is it like for you to be here? One of the few minorities, especially African American here at the school. And I just say that's my opportunity to help, students and faculty become more aware of issues of race, and particularly issues concerning, blacks and African Americans,